Hello students, today we will learn about prepositions and solve some questions because they are very important for examinations. So now let's start learning. This is our first question. The book is the book is dash the table. Here are the options: on, under, in and beside. Alright, so let us look at the answer first. The answer is A, on. Now let me explain to you why this is the case. On means that the book is on top of the table. Alright, it is placed on top of the table, whereas under means that it is beneath the table. Alright, this means that the book is on the floor, which obviously does not make any sense. And in means that the book is inside of the table, which once again does not make any sense. And beside means that it is right beside the table, which once again does not make sense, because when we put our books, we typically put it over the table, right, on top of it, not below it, right beside it or inside it, right? So that's the reason why our answer is A, on. Now let's go ahead and do the second question. Question 2. The cat jumped dash the fence. Here are our options: over, into, across and under. The answer will once again be A. Alright? And the reason why is because the cat had jumped over the fence, not into it. Into means that it jumped and went inside of the fence, which is obviously not possible in real life. And under means that, well, the cat went below the fence, and that is once again not a realistic scenario. Hence why it is over and not any of the other options. Let's go ahead and solve question 3. She put her keys dash the bag. Here are options: into, on, above and between. The answer for this question will be A, into. The reason why this is the case is because on means that it is on top of the bag and not inside it. Alright? And we typically put our books inside the bag and not on top of it. Above means the same thing as on. And between means that it was put between the bag. And the reason why this one doesn't make sense is because there is no other object. Alright? I mean keys, not books. She put her keys into the bag. Okay. Now let's move on to question 4. The bird flew dash the sky. Here are options once again: above, under, inside and through. The correct answer will be A, above. Because, well, as you can see, birds cannot fly under the sky. That means that they are flying in the ground, and this is pretty obvious, but birds do not fly underground. They fly above in the sky. Inside doesn't make sense as well. And through means that they flew in the sky and then went somewhere else. And birds can only fly in the sky. Birds cannot fly in space. Because of this fact, the correct answer will be above. And then there is question 5. The pen is dash the notebook. The correct answer for this will be option B, on. Alright, the pen is on the notebook. Under means that it is underneath the notebook, which, we do not put our pen underneath books. We put it on top of them. Beside means that it is right beside the notebook and by the side of it, which once again we do not do. We put our pens on top of notebooks and not beside. And between once again does not make sense because there are no two objects that the pen could be in between. 6. The cat is sleeping dash the bed. Here are options: above, under, on and between. This time it will be option C, on. Because the cat is sleeping above the bed means that it is not sleeping on the bed, it is instead sleeping somewhere above it. For example, let's say that there is a shelf above the bed, then the cat is sleeping on top of that. Which, well, once again, is not the case in this current question. Under means that the cat is sleeping underneath the bed, which although possible is once again not the case for this particular question. And between once again doesn't make sense because of the above reasons that I have told you. There isn't another object in which the cat could sleep in between. Therefore, the correct answer is C. Let's move on to question 7. The ball rolled dash the hill. Alright. Here are the options: on, over, into and under. Correct answer is once again B, over. Alright. Because under, first of all, let's talk about why the answer is not under. And this once again understates that the ball didn't roll on top of the hill to somewhere else, but instead rolled underneath it. And there is obviously no tunnel that goes underneath the hill. And then into means that the ball had went inside the hill, which is of course not possible. Alright, hence why the correct answer is over. And question 8. Question 8 is: the flowers are placed dash the vase. Here are options: under, on, inside and between. And the correct answer is C, inside. This is because under means that the flowers are once again placed underneath the vase, which of course, as you may have guessed, does not make sense, as we do not place flowers underneath vases. We instead put them inside vases. On also doesn't make sense because the flowers are inside of the vase, not on top of them. And between also doesn't make sense because of the above reasons that I have constantly stated, that there isn't another object. So, hence why the answer is option C, inside. Let's move on to question 9. The car drove dash the tunnel. The correct answer will be under the tunnel, because above means that the car flew above the tunnel, which is not possible. This is a car we are talking about, not a plane. On means that the car had drove on top of the tunnel and not through it. Alright, and beside means that the car drove right by the side of a tunnel. Hence why the correct answer is under and not any of these. And now moving on to our final question of the day. Question 10. The children are playing dash the park. Here are the options: in, under, on and between. The correct answer, before I show you the answer, I want you to guess what the possible answer is. Time is over. The correct answer is option A, in. This is because under means that the children are playing beneath, underground, in the underground and not inside the park, which isn't possible in real life and as well as according to this question. On means that the children are on top of the park, which doesn't make any sense either. And between means, once again, the same issue arises. If it said the children are playing between the park and the building, then sure, it could have been correct. But that is If the question said the children are playing dash the building and the park, then yeah, it could make sense. But since this is the question, the children are playing dash the park, between will not be the answer. Hence, why the correct answer is option A, N. And that is it for today, students. I hope you enjoyed the video and make sure to support our channel by subscribing and support this video by liking and sharing. Bye bye.